everyone, and welcome to our Friday Feel Good workout. This is a workout open to absolutely everyone, all ages, all levels. Even if you can join me for 5 minutes, even 1 minute as an exercise snack, that would be amazing and beneficial to your physical and mental health. We're going to start today. I am on my own again, unfortunately. My poor mother-in-law's knee has got quite bad, so she's resting at the moment. I was hoping to go live with my mum as well, virtually, but if anyone would like to join me, I'm going to open up a special monthly slot where maybe you can join me in my studio on a Friday morning. If you live in North London, please drop me an email, info@lavinapt.com. I would love to have someone with me to help inspire everyone. But all my sessions are saved on YouTube with everything from translation into Gujarati from the last 3 years. We're going to make a start with my Feel Good breath snack, part of my fitness prescription. Have a seat. I'm a little bit stressed. I can feel my breathing has gone up when I go live and trying to get all the technology set up. But we're here, so now we're going to tune into our breath. And all I want you to do is maybe place your hands on your lap, close your eyes, relax your shoulders. And we're going to try and breathe in to the count of 5 or 5.5, but I'm going to keep it at 5. And we're going to exhale for 5. This is almost called the prayer breath. It's coherent breathing, and it's linked to a lot of the prayers and mantras that we actually say in all of our traditions. It's going to help calm the body and the mind, kick in the parasympathetic nervous system. So place your hands on your lap. That's it. Everyone on Zoom that I can see as well, lovely to see you. We're going to tune into our breath just for a minute. We're going to breathe into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 1. Zoom here. I've got Facebook Live. I've got Instagram Live. So everyone on Zoom, great to see you. I will try and demonstrate everything seated and standing because this is applicable to all ages. So we're going to start with our mobility snack. Have a little check-in. Did you enjoy that type of breathing? We did about 5 rounds, and it's like a rosary. If you want to look up coherent breathing, it's something I'm writing about in my book at the moment. We're going to start with some mobility. So we're going to warm up the body. All I'm going to do is start with some neck circles. So I'm just simply going to try and bring my chin down to my chest. We're doing half circles to start. So from one side, sweeping that chin down over to the other side. So you're almost looking left to right. You know how I'm very particular about posture. So ideally through this workout, you'll be remembering my TED Talk. If you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube. Just Google it. And the desk snack, which is our analogy to keep our shoulders up, back and down while we do these movements. Just circling through, in and out. Brilliant. Keep that going. I can see my mum has gone live now, so I'm very quickly going to try and see if I can stream her in to potentially to YouTube. Let's see if anything works. Good morning, Mum. I was waiting for you, so now we've kind of gone ahead without you. So let's see. Next one we're going to do seated or standing. So stay seated if you need to. It's just some full circles now. Giving your neck a little bit of extra TLC this morning. Mine is getting very tight from sitting and writing my book. And then change direction, circling one way, circling the other. Beautiful. Join us Instagram, or even behind your desks or your sofas. Join us from where you are. And then we're going to add in our wrists, taking a seat, and our ankles. So we're going to bring our leg into this lovely leg extension that we do. Just going to adjust one of my cameras, and I want you to just start circling out your wrists. So just start circling out your wrists and your ankles. So maybe one leg has come up and we're just circling out. Brilliant. That's it. 3 one way. We're keeping our brains fit. 3 the other way. How does that feel? When we have our foot off the ground, this leg extension means that we're starting to work these muscles in our thighs. We're going on the other side. So let's just circle out. Really easy movements to boost our circulation, to warm up the muscles and the joints. Can we change direction? Using our brains, keeping them fit as well, and relax. Amazing. So today we're going to start with our hands behind our head, and I want you to try, I'm going to show you standing, I want you to try and keep your shoulders nice and back, your back lovely and straight. So we're trying to reverse this kyphosis that we commonly see, the rounding of the spine when we're on our screens. We're going to try and keep everything straight, stomach muscles engaged, and all I want you to do is imagine like a cat-cow, like a yoga cat-cow. I'm going to show you standing, but you can do this seated. So I'm rounding down, and then I'm opening back. So here I'm almost bringing my shoulder blades in and together. We've had a little problem on Zoom this morning. I knew today would be full of technical issues, so hopefully we are live again. There we go. Hopefully we are live again. Brilliant. So can you all see me on Zoom? If anything goes wrong, I am on Instagram. I am on Facebook as well, guys. So just hop over to another channel. Let's keep going, everyone. Tech issues my end today. So rounding out and opening out. So we're really opening. Andrew, give me a thumbs up if you can see me on Zoom now. Can you see me on Zoom? Are we good on Zoom, I hope? Can you see me, guys? We've got a lot of people on Zoom this morning, and it is playing up for some reason. So we are on YouTube, everyone, and Facebook and Instagram. So we're rounding back, opening out. We're going to then start some supine twists. We're going to warm up the spine, just twisting around, exhaling and inhaling. We're just really feeling a lovely stretch, maybe in your stomach muscles and your spine. So twisting round and back in. Lovely. Twist and back in. Andrew, can you see me? Can you give me a thumbs up? Give me a thumbs up if we're good. Are we good, guys, on Zoom? Give me a little thumbs up. Marion, can you hear me? The joys of technology. We're going to stay calm. It's all good. We're just going to give this Zoom another little shot today. This is, I'm sorry, everyone, technical issues, but keep going. March on the spot for me for about a minute if you can. That would be amazing. So if you can march on the spot just as a little break, that would be amazing. And let me see if I can get everyone
recording in progress
on Zoom. I've got such amazing participants on Zoom that I'm just hoping I can see them all. Great, can you see me, everyone? On Zoom, I hope you can see me. Okay, brilliant.
Recording stopped.
Okay, we're back. I'm gonna get us on now. So let's go, guys. We are hopefully there. Andrew, give me some thumbs up. We're gonna start marching on the spot. Let's lift the energy now that we've got everyone back on. Brilliant. Let's add in some arm circles, circling round, getting our steps in from indoors, seated or standing, whatever your ability. You can go fast, you can go slow. Brilliant. Let's change directions, getting nice and warm before we start going in to our main workout this morning. We're going to do a lovely little focus on strength training. So stomach muscles in, you can obviously go into a jog if you're more able, and relax, brilliant. So we do use resistance bands. Don't worry if you don't have one, you could use a pair of old tights. The weather in the UK is amazing right now, so hopefully you've got tights that you just don't need hanging around, or anything with a bit of stretch. We're going to start maybe marching if you want, if you've done my shoulder flossing before. We're going to try and come up with or without straight arms. If you need to bend them, that's fine. Coming up and round. You don't even have to go as far round as I am. I have seen clients struggle because of our sedentary lifestyles to even get to this position nice and open. Ideally, over time, you'll practice this one every day. It's my prescribed shoulder flossing, just like we floss our teeth. You don't have to move your feet. If you're staying seated, just really try and give your shoulders a beautiful range of movement. That big shoulder joint opening round and up. Beautiful. Can you start feeling the muscles working? It might be a little bit of a burning sensation. It's the lactic acid. It's perfectly normal. If you want to make it harder, you can hold your belt band or tights a little bit tighter and use the resistance. We're going to do 2 more, just warming up the full range of movement in this shoulder joint. Amazing. I've got my zoom back. I can see you all now. You're looking fabulous. And relax. Brilliant. From that position today, we're going to go straight into press-ups. If you've done press-ups before, you can go to the wall. That's where we generally start. If you can't stand, I'm going to show you a nice seated version to try and get all your upper body muscles engaged. So press-ups are a thing we need to practice regularly. I encourage you to do a press-up snack. If you are at the wall, I will demonstrate in a minute. The seated version is hands on my thighs, straight back. And I'm going to come between, bring my chest between my thighs and really push away. So I'm putting a bit of pressure on my legs. Not too much, but breathing in and exhaling. So I'm bending those elbows, but I'm really trying to send mind to muscle connection, working those upper body muscles. If you are by the wall, you are going to get a nice hand position, wider than your shoulders, at shoulder height, and we're keeping a straight line from our head down to our heels. So if you saw me from the side, I'm not hinging. I've got a lovely straight line, stomach muscles tight from the top of my head down to my heels. And you can make it harder by moving further away or easier, closer. Let's try and go. I know a lot of you have started. We're going for about 10 to 12 repetitions. Some of you have started before me. You can go nice and slow for time under tension. That's another way to progress your strength training. And when you're done, I want you to just give me a cue. You can start boxing, marching it out, seated or standing, or just give yourselves a little rest, maybe roll out your wrists. Now, some of you I can see are more advanced. You've been doing my workouts for a while, and you've gone to incline position. Press ups on a higher height. Say this was your kitchen worktop. It was nice and sturdy, or a table. You would have your hands wide, and you could try and do press ups against your worktop. But here, I'm just showing you while you rest. We're trying to avoid the bend. We're trying to really keep our body straight. Now, my chair is not the safest thing to do those against because the chair could move. So please don't use it against a chair, against a nice sturdy surface. We're going to add in a little bit of boxing. So well done on your press-ups. We're just boxing away. You know, this is one of my favorite cardio moves. Just for about 30 seconds. You could pick up some baked bean tins. You don't have to have weights in these workouts. And we could just punch away or just do it body weight. So no extra weight. We're doing fast or slow feet. Seated or standing. This is a great one to do on the sofa in the evenings if you're watching too much TV to keep the body movement. and to release those lovely endorphins, which I'm starting to feel. Now I can see that Zoom is working and all my Feel Good community are with me. We're going to go for the last few seconds. If you're tired, you rest. If there's an exercise you don't like, don't do it, swap it for something else, even some marching on the spot, and relax. Well done. Super work. So anyone getting out of breath a little bit, we're mixing things up today because every single workout I write is different. We're now going to move into the shoulder press. Seated or standing. If you've done this before, by all means start. I'm showing you without any weights. Can you see my elbows? If I come down here, I release the tension on the shoulders. This is where I want to work. So I'm going to try and keep my hands by my ears. Palms are always straight. So my wrists are straight to my forearms and not bending, especially when I hold weights. And we're going to simply try and push up. Exhale. Come back by your ears. So try not to let it drop down. And keep that tension. We're going up and down. Obviously, you could use some light weights. Tin cans are probably the safest thing to use if you haven't used weights. Plastic bottles. As you progress with strength training, you'll hopefully lift some heavier weights over time. Seated or standing, stomach muscles stay in and nothing else is moving in my body. I've got a lovely straight back. I'm trying, especially if I'm standing, I'm trying not to swing the body. So everything is still. I'm breathing out as I push up, back down. We're aiming for about 10 to 12 repetitions. But if your weight is light, and that's where I want you to start. I don't want you to start with heavy weights in your strength training journey. But if your weights are light, you can maybe add a few more repetitions. I want you to feel those last 3 repetitions. So the last 3 presses. And that's where you start kind of feeling like, oh, it's getting tough now. I've got light laundry bottles. They're light for me, but I can really feel it because I've got that mind to muscle connection. So I'm pressing up, exhaling and down. We've done more than 10. You can stop when you need to. I'm just pushing it for the last 2 to really feel it for me and relax. Woo! Well done. Did you guys feel that? Give me a little thumbs up on Zoom. While you're resting or your active recovery could be that boxing. It's up to you. I'm just going to explain why strength training is so important. And you know, I tell you this every week if you're part of my community. It is the key, I think, in every fitness program. We want to keep our muscle mass higher. We want to build lean muscle mass, especially as we age. We start to lose muscle mass and our bone density from your 30s. And to reduce risks of things like osteoporosis, osteopenia as we age, to also if we have falls as you are getting older, ideally we're going to keep our bones strong, so we want to reduce those risks of fractures and breakages. Blood sugar levels, the more muscle mass you have, the better it is to control things like type 2 diabetes. There's a lot of science behind all of this. And in terms of dementia and Alzheimer's, we want to use strength training to keep our brains fit, but regular physical are the best things we can do to reduce our risks of dementia, which again starts in midlife, everyone. Woo! We've mixed that up. You are allowed to rest. You don't have to box. Listen to your body. Shall we do that little circuit from the top? Did you like that one on Zoom? Are we good? Any thumbs up? Are we feeling it? So we're going to start with our shoulder floss. Again, this is a bit of resistance exercise that you could do anywhere. When I go into workplaces, I show them things that they can do easily at their desks, in their offices, home or at work. So we're going to start by really working these shoulders, getting that lovely range of movement. Our joint mobility is so important, especially with sedentary lifestyles. I forgot, we could add in some stepping here. You could do it seated or standing. You don't have to step out. And I make it look easy because I practice this a lot. I want this practiced every day, ideally, in front of your mirror. But I honestly see people struggle. So don't worry if you're here and it feels tight. Check yourself to make sure that one side is not higher than the other. You're nice and symmetrical. Breathe through it. Our breath snack that we use at the beginning. That breathing is key during exercise. Don't hold your breath. Big inhales, big exhales. Stomach muscles in. That's your belly button towards your spine. Back nice and straight. There's so many teaching points that I keep talking through these workouts. I don't want anyone to get injured. I want us to have perfect form and technique for the best results. Breathing in. Can you all give me a big smile on Zoom? Let me see those smiles. Yay! Smiling is free and it's one of the best things we can do to just feel a little happier. And it makes me happy to see you smiling. When you're exercising, relax. We're going into our press-ups. So obviously don't move any furniture. I'm just pushing this chair out of the way to demonstrate. So again, you can do wall press-ups. You can do the seated version. We're going for about 10 to 12. Even less is fine. Quality over quantity. I've got my feet quite far away now, just as a little challenge. I'm bending at the elbows. I'm then pushing away as I breathe out. Inhale, exhale. You do what's right for you. If that's too difficult, you move your feet in. Wall press-ups. Last week I got nearly 100 Met Police doing wall press-ups in Westminster. It was a moment that I'll never forget. Visually, unfortunately I can't share a lot of pictures yet, but I will do very soon once they're approved. But wall press-ups are a great one to do when you're just waiting for your coffee, your kettle to boil, your vegetables to steam. Just get these movement little exercise snacks in through your day, and this is going to keep your upper body strength. To be fair, when I'm seated, you've got to really focus on these muscles, trying to tighten them. Inhale, exhale. Well done on Zoom. Andrew, I can see you've sat down. So everyone in your own time, 10 to 12. We're just going to roll out the wrists. Give yourselves a little moment. Well done, Marion. I can see you going as well. Good morning, Ari and Deb. Rustic Uncle Hans Auntie, my mum, Arian. I've got Aisha Auntie and Lau Uncle. I've got lots of you on Zoom. So we're going into our shoulder press. For this round, we're going to add in something different. You could stick to the basic shoulder press that we did, the exhale and the inhale, or you can try a little bit of coordination. We're going to do a single, then we're going to do the other arm, another single, and then we're going to do both together. So we're adding a little bit of variety to our strength training to tease the muscles, to keep those brain neurons working, to keep the brains lovely and fit and active. How does that feel? So I'm doing a single and I'm going nice and slow. Single, beautiful, and a double. Big exhale. I can do these seated, remember. Do what you can. If you can't coordinate, don't worry, just do the doubles, whatever works for you. Or the singles, breathe out. You've got to find something that works for you and your body today. Brilliant. Ooh, can you feel it? Are you breathing? Are you keeping your stomach muscles tight as you're pressing? Are you smiling? Yay! And shall we do 2 more sets so I can really feel this? This is just lighter weights than I would normally go, but I'm going nice and slow tempo. Breathe, push. Other side, well done. Last big one, use your exhale, pushing up, release it down. Well done. If you have a few more reps in you, obviously continue. I could feel that, so I want your last few repetitions to feel lovely and challenging. This is your rest. By all means, pick up some tins or just body weight boxing, just punching out all of our worries, our stress, our tension. We're doing a kind of circuit with a lot of movements here. We're mixing in all my feel good prescription. We're doing a bit of cardio snacking here. We've done our strength snack, we've done our band, our resistance band snack, and we've done a big compound move. That means multiple joints and muscles with those press ups, and then you did your shoulder press. So I don't know if you felt that more, but you'd already worked those upper body muscles with your big press ups, and then we're targeting these isolated muscles in our shoulder press, and this is mimicking us being able to put things up on a shelf ourselves. Give yourselves maybe a few arm circles before we move into our similar lower body circuit. So what we're going to do is potentially, if you've got a band or anything like a pair of old tights, we're going to tighten it around our thighs. We're going to do the movement where you're sitting and you're stepping out and in. So I'd love you to have it fairly tight, but you can adjust it. If you don't have a band, do not worry. You're going to pretend you can feel there's something tight around your thighs that's creating a bit of resistance training for us. So we're going to start off nice and easy, and this one is where I'd love you to engage your core muscles, which are really important for all of us, especially as we age. So squeezing those muscles in, your stomach muscles, your back is nice and straight. And what we're going to try and do is now start by stepping out and in. You might not feel too much. You might want to tighten the band, or you might want to really focus. If you don't have a band, just stepping out and in intentionally, we're going to really try and work these muscles. The second option is to use your band to go out and in. So here we're doing more sort of pulsy movements. So these are working the abductors and adductors. This is your inner and outer thigh, your glutes, that's your bottom. We're going out and in, squeezing out and in. Can you feel this? You've got two options there. You could just be stepping and feeling it, or you can do these thighs outs and in. Now, can you imagine just keeping a band at your desk or on the sofa when you're watching TV, or if you're in meetings all day and you just want to keep these muscles working and engaged? We're squeezing out and in. Can we feel that yet? Yeah, give me some nods if you can on Zoom. That's wonderful. And if you want to join me on Zoom, just sign up to my free newsletter on my website, and I will send you a WhatsApp link for my WhatsApp group. Out and in and release. Well done. So we're going to release that band off. It's a bit of a funny exercise. See if you like it or not. Yeah, I mean, another option is for anyone that maybe wants to do that standing. I will just quickly show you for the next round. You could still have your band, and we could try those thigh in and outs. Yeah, these are for the next round, but I'm just showing you a different option. We're going to move into our sit and stands, our squats. So if you've done my workouts, feel free to start with perfect form. If you haven't and you're not able to stand, I want you to do simple but effective leg extensions. Lifting that foot off the ground, targeting, tightening these thighs, adding in maybe a hold for a few seconds while you're doing it. Whatever works for you. Or if you're coming with me, we're going to hold onto our chair. That's why we've got the chair for all abilities. And we're going to just come up and activate, maybe a few inches, use the chair for support. That's second level. Third level, knees are wide, they're out, they're going in line with my toes, they're staying back so I can even see my toes. I'm going to now try and come up. Some of you have started on Zoom, squeezing those glutes at the top, keeping my thigh muscles. Slow it down. So can you slow it on that negative, that movement going down? Breathe out, breathe in as you come down. This is unaided. You have the chair. You might even have handles on your chair if you need support. But as my team, you see this? It says breathe. This is your cue to make sure you're breathing. We're just maybe doing body weight right now. We're going to do a second set, maybe if you want to add in some weight. But I'm showing you body weight because this is something you can do everywhere. Every time you sit for too long, add in a squat snack. How many have we done? I'm missing my dear mother-in-law. So maybe the counting, I apologize, she normally counts for me. I'm going to go for about 10 to 12, again, repetitions. But you do what's right for you. Are your knees going out? Is your weight in your heel? Is your body staying upright? So even though I'm sitting back on that chair, I'm keeping that body upright. I'm not leaning forward. There's a lot to think about in our squats. Working all the muscles in our legs, our stomach muscles work tight here, and relax. Well done. Some of you, my regulars, are already doing those squats with weights. Do you feel your heart rate has gone up? We're going to do something slightly different now. We're going to bring it into a leg extension, and then we're going to add in a little circle one way and a little circle the other way, and bring that foot in. So the upper body's having a rest. We've worked that already in the first circuit. Next leg, lifting up, I'm adding a little circle, and circle the other way, and I'm bringing it down. Can you feel these muscles, your quadriceps that support your knees? When I hear about knee pain, the amount of people that have built up their strength so that their knees are hopefully not hurting or hurting less, because these are simple exercises we can do at home. So other side, with this hip circle, we're trying to keep everything still, and we're trying to work these hips because they get so tight when we're sitting, but we can just do a simple movement like this. We're not standing, we're doing a circle, change directions again, keeping our brains fit with the coordination, and the other side, extending. We're almost, if this is too hard, you could just do a simple leg extension and back down. One more on each side. Lift up, really tighten, add a little circle, and the other way. Well done. Back down. This is a new one. I've thrown in a new one for you. I invented last night when I was writing this workout out. And back in. Well done. Give me some feedback. Good one, or what do you think on Zoom? Oh, he's very kind. I can see Andrew's thumbs up. Thank you, Marion. Brilliant. Whatever works for you. We're going to start from the top now. Yeah, so you can march it out for a minute or two. You are going to think about what works best for you. If you are able to stand and you've got a chair or a wall that's not going to move, you could tie the band and you could try these, yeah? So maybe 10 on each side or up to 10. This is with the band. I've got it without the band and I'm still feeling it. So don't worry if you haven't got something to tie around your thighs, your tights or your band. Can you all see me? I'm squeezing out. This leg is taking all my weight. This leg is moving in and out. It's working those thigh muscles and my glutes. But you could do the other version that we just did. And my band's not even undoing, so I'm going to just mimic it. Squeezing out and in. Really feeling those thigh muscles working, or even just stepping out and in. That's the easier version, because I want you to find something that works for you. Even on the step outs now, because I've done my sit and stands, my squats, all my muscles I can feel are awake. I can really feel this. Is anyone trying the standing option? I'm going to change to the other side. So make sure whatever you hold on to is stable. Make sure if you're standing, this is a bit of balance work as well, that you are trying to keep everything still apart from this leg that may have the band around your thighs, which is even harder. And you can squeeze out, maybe 5 to 10 repetitions. I can feel that without a band. I'm obviously able to go a little bit higher with the leg, maybe without the band. Exhaling, inhaling. I'm gonna go for 3 and 2. Woo, and 1, well done. I can see lots of you regulars tried the standing option. When your band is off, take your time. We're done with the bands for now, but you can take it apart if you can. We're going to do our sit and stands again. This time I'm going to add in a weight. I have dumbbells, but you could use a lovely rucksack and fill it up with things that we shouldn't be generally having. Any sweet treats, bottles of Coke, cans of Coke, anything safe that you can put in your rucksack, even some books. As you progress, think about the weight that you're lifting. I'm going to grab a dumbbell, but I could use those water bottles or laundry bottles. We're going to start sitting and standing. Even if you're not able to stand, your leg extensions, you can add a little weight and try and hold it in front. Ooh, mine's a bit heavy to hold straight forward, but we're going to go up if we can. You do what you can. You're exhaling and you're slowly coming down. I really want to emphasize that movement down is so effective when it comes to results. Good. Squeeze up. Can you see your toes as you're coming up? Is your back straight? Is your stomach muscles nice and tight? Breathe out. Breathe in. We're going for 10 to 12. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I might not be able to see you, but join me for a squat snack. Just a minute, my heart rate is going up. I'm building my muscle mass. It's the key to aging well, trust me. We want to really get strength training in, so really easy way is just to join me right now for 10 squats. Lovely. 3. I'm on 3, but you stop if you need to earlier. And 2. I'm going to try and slow it down. I rushed that last one myself. Slow it down. Come up. Last one. Amazing. And release. Woo! Super work. So I am in a fat burning zone there because telling me my heart rate has gone up. It went up to 120 there. That was with the weights, just on squats, easy squats, probably not as heavy as I would normally do, but do you feel that? I want you to get that strength. We're now going to do that leg extension with the little hip circle. Now, by all means, if you want, you could hold some little weights, or you could just try and keep your arms out to the side. If your arms need a rest, because we've done quite a bit with upper body, just relax them down. Otherwise, we're going to try and do a leg extension, a little circle one way, then the circle the other way, replace the foot. If you need to bring the arms down, bring them down. Otherwise, the challenge would be to keep them up for as many reps, circling out the other way, circling back to that leg extension and release. Feel those thigh muscles working. Other side, circle out. You don't have to keep your arms up. You don't have to be holding baked bean tins. You can just do what works for you. Other side, straight, then a little circle for our hips, then the other way, and then back down. It's quite a lot to think about. Our brains have to work. Ooh, I can feel my arms. Gonna release and come up. Let's go to the other side. A little circle, a little back, good, and down. Other side if you can. Just holding those arms out is tough. Ooh, what a lovely burn. Circle round, do what you can, and down. Shall we do one more set? I'm going to release those arms. Is everyone feeling this? Give me a little smile or a nod on Zoom. Let's circle out, beautiful. Circle back in and down. Last one on the other side. Do what you can. Circle out, circle in and down. Amazing work. Stay where you are. We're going to add in a little finale for our shoulders and our legs. We're just going to do some heel raises. So all I'm doing, hopefully you can see my feet on all the screens, I'm lifting my heels. I'm targeting these, my calf muscles, the lower muscles behind my legs, yeah? These are so easy. Some people call them calf push-ups because they're literally like that. Now I'm still holding on to some light weights, and I would recommend you go light. And all we're going to try and do is just bring our arms to the front, straight arms and back down. Just to shoulder height as you're lifting those heels. Can you all smile? Beautiful. Lift up, slow it down. You might not feel it yet. We're going to go for quite a few repetitions. You rest and rejoin if you need to. Lifting up. Lift those heels, squeeze up and down. Instagram, come and join us behind your desk. Don't just watch on this screen. Just join us for a minute or two. Every minute counts. Squeeze up. Beautiful. Slow it down. We could add a hold at the top even to make it harder. And then release. You do what works for you. Can you all feel it? A few nods, please. On Zoom. Is it just me that's feeling this, or are you feeling it too? Lift up, maybe hold. And down. We're going for two more. These look so simple, but after everything we've done with our compound moves, I hope your muscles can really feel this. We're getting strong body and mind. Yay! Last, I'm going to do two more. Stop if you need to. Last one. Lift up and relax, sit down. Super, super work. We are going to do one last exercise with our bands. So if I can get this to open out, I'm just going to make sure I can open this one out. Don't worry if you don't have a band. All we're going to do, you could use those tins. I'm going to show you. Maybe try without the band first. We're going to try and keep our arms nice and straight. So I'm literally here between two panes of glass. And then I'm pulsing them back and forwards. It's a very small movement. With the band, it's obviously going to be harder. We've worked that upper body a lot. So I'm going to squeeze back and in. Now this is bringing my shoulder blades, my scapula together, squeezing it back. And it's a great one to keep the chest nice and open. So you can hold the band as tight or as loose, or your tights as you want. I'm squeezing. Exhale, inhale. I'll show you from the side. It's a small movement, but I'm really feeling it. Really concentrate, focus. Seated or standing this one, but this is a great one. Little finisher to get that final little burn. If it's easy, hold your hands tighter, more resistance on that band or tights that you're holding. 3, breathe, and 2, squeeze it back. Woo, and 1. Wow. Tell me you felt that. Give me some thumbs up if you felt that. yourselves a little clap. Final strength exercise before I show you some lovely new stretches. I'm going to use a dumbbell. You could use a bottle, you could use a book, something that you can hold. We're going to work the sides of our body, our lovely love handles. Seated or standing, you're going to practice maybe body weight even if you're a beginner. I'm going to have one arm, hand up behind my ear, and I'm opening out my elbow, so I'm not rounding, I'm nice and straight. And then I'm going to bring that weight down and squeeze up. With or without a weight, I want you to feel the sides. Now you can do this seated as well. You're just going to come to the edge of your chair, reach down and up. Now what I want you to watch, if you pick up a weight, that's fine. I want you to watch that your body stays straight and you're between these two panes of imaginary glass so that you're literally squeezing down and up. I'm going to grab a weight and see how it feels. So you don't have to use a heavy weight, you can build up over time. And I've got my feet together or I'm seated. Down, squeeze up. Focus on the sides of your body. Can you feel that? You don't have to go super low. Squeeze, exhale as you come up on the hard part of the exercise. Ooh, I can feel this. I'll show you from the side. I'm between those two panes of glass. I'm squeezing up. I'll show you seated as well. Down and up. Ooh, I can feel this. Should we do one more before we change sides? And up. 10 to 12 on each side. Carefully, if you're holding a weight, try the other side. So now I've got my hand behind this side, opening that elbow back. Body's lovely and straight. Let's go for the other side. Squeeze down and up. It's like a little reach, but I'm really focusing on these obliques and my lovely love handles. We've all got them. We just got to learn to love them. I think that's why they're called love handles, I think. Squeeze up. Beautiful. Down and up. Whew. I can feel these. Can you feel it? 3, even body weight, you should be able to feel these. If you're doing them correctly, reaching, squeezing tight. Last 2. I think this is my last one. You do what you need to do. And absolutely fabulous strength training today. We are going to give it a few new stretches for our stretch snack. So we're going to try something new. Just make sure you've got a bit of space. If you do a bit of yoga, we're going to try like a seated warrior. So we're going to have one leg, both legs bent, and then I'm going to try and turn to one side, maybe straightening the other leg. Don't worry if you can't straighten it, just keep them straight. Again, we're lifting our arms up, and what I'm going to try and do is twist my waist, maybe open out my hips, so you don't have to go super far. And we're going to just bring our arms up and look over that hand, close your eyes and imagine you're a warrior on top of a mountain. Picture somewhere beautiful and green with a fabulous view. Hold and breathe. This is like a strength stretch, like a bit of power, seated, trying to mimic a warrior as best we can, and release. If that leg is straight, you should feel a lovely stretch on the inside of that thigh. It's a little bit tricky to do these seated, but we're giving it a go. Just something new today. I felt like throwing in a bit of yoga because I love yoga. Other side now. You've got the arms straight. We're looking over those fingertips, gazing over a mountain as a strong warrior. Your back is straight. I want you to focus on your breath so we start bringing down the heart rate after our workout. Breathe through this tight, anything that's tight in your body, try and send your breath there. And last big breath in, exhale, release, sit down. Amazing work. We're going to do a similar one with my legs wide again. Not as too wide, you just do what you can. One arm going to come down on the front side of my right thigh. You can do either side, and the other arm is going to come up. Again, mimicking, this is like a sort of goddess pose in yoga with a bit of a twist. So as I open up, I'm opening up my chest, my back, breathing in. You don't have to go low. If you need a bit of support, maybe just lean over and rest that arm down. That's even a good option. And release. Well done. Shall we try the other side? So I'm now getting my arm here. If that's too difficult, just rest it on your thigh. Other arm comes up. I try and look up, point that arm to the sky. Maybe look up to that hand. Breathe. Beautiful. It's like a wide leg seated goddess pose with a twist. Yay. And relax. Woo, I felt that. We're going to do a seated cat-cow, like we did at the beginning, but our hands are going to be on our laps. All I'm going to do is bring my chin to my chest. I'm seated. I'm rounding my back on purpose this time. And then I'm going to breathe in here, exhale, breathe out. I'm going to do the opposite and arch and look up. So I'm really sticking my tailbone out and I'm bringing my shoulders back. So let's try that once more. Rounding out, curling in, chin to chest, tucking the tailbone under, creating a C shape. And then the extension. That leads us beautifully on to my feel good stretch, which you know, my feel good hugs, I should call them. As you know, I love them and I've been doing them since the start of the pandemic, seated or standing. You're going to open your arms out, take a lovely positive inhale. I'm sending this big hug to all of you for joining me. I'm going to round my back as I wrap those arms around myself, giving you all a virtual hug. And let's do one more, maybe changing the arms the other direction, seated or standing. Give someone near you. I can see couples on Zoom. Go and give your partner a hug or give yourself a big hug from me to all of you. You're amazing for joining in. Final quick stretch. We're going to just do our legs after our leg exercises. We're going to bring one leg forward, have a little seat, nice and straight, toes flexed towards you. Big breath in, and then you're going to reach maybe to your toes, maybe to your shins, maybe just release it down, hands on your lap even. And we're just going to keep that leg straight and breathe. Try and feel a lovely stretch from the top of your hamstring down to your heel. Relax your head, neck and shoulders. One breath here. On your next exhale, slowly roll up the spine. Other side, legs straight, breathe in, breathe out, reaching forwards, well done. Take a few breaths here, you don't have to touch your toes, but you might notice that if you've been stretching regularly with me, have you noticed any improvement in your flexibility? You slowly come up. That is such a great way to measure your progress as well, because we want to increase our flexibility and stretch to reduce risks of injuries. We're going to do our feel good finish, seated or standing. I'll do one seated to show you, then I'll get up. A nice big positive inhale as you reach your arms up. Inhaling, exhaling, bringing those arms down. Breathe out, release any last bits of tension. I hope you feel great and feel good. I'm going to do one standing, one big positive inhale. Breathe in that positivity, exhale any negativity, tension, anxiety. Final one of my feel good finish. Big positive inhale. This time capture that positivity, hands meet at the top. Bring that positivity down to your heart center. Take a moment to thank your amazing body. Maybe take a bow. You did whatever your body allowed, but it's a privilege to be able to move. It's more of a privilege to be able to teach you all virtually like this. Thank you to all my Feel Good community, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Zoom, especially, who I'm going to come and talk to at the end. Keep an eye out on my socials. Hopefully I will do a session next week. It is half term and exam revision week for my son. So I'm hoping to do it, but I will send a message out on my WhatsApp group and on Instagram and Facebook. If there isn't a session, you've got everything saved on YouTube, Instagram once it's saved. I can see lots of you commenting. I lose them all, so please add a comment after if this is